Hello, good evening. Welcome back to our Mass Effect Legendary playthrough. We're on Mass Effect 3. This is a FemShep Insanity run, and we are an engineer. And this is my first playthrough as an engineer, ever, on any difficulty. So, still getting the hang of it. You know, getting those power combos and things right. So, it's making it new and fun for me. We've just been to Palaven. We've rescued or picked up a Turian Primarch and our bestie Garrus, who's busy calibrating the gun. Obvs. We have Edie now. So Edie has built herself or commandeered a robot body, and Trainer has found something suspicious.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
Yeah.
In any event,
Very
whoever
long
faked
story.
the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch. Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, it's good work. We'll be heading over there shortly.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it?
Fair
Look at
point.
that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Shep.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No, I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale.
I
Shepard,
bet.
do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
You're damn right.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer.
Correct.
Men.
He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context.
True. In a lot of
May
ways,
I
you're
ask
just
you
a
the
child.
questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay.
Commander, you have a message from Major Olenko. You must be feeling better.
Right, let's check the mail then. Aria, proposition for you. Don't make me wait. Gundam Bow, Special Tactics and Recon. Spectre. Caden's not dead. Is this address still valid? System. Whoops. Thane. Dr. Bryson. Okay, so that is Leviathan. So that's a DLC. Omega. That's a DLC as well. Won't be doing them just yet. They're more fun when it's a bit later in the game, in my view. So, we have the Exodus cluster where we have Eden Prime. So that is from Ash's DLC. We've got Grissom Academy, Rescue the Students. We've got Kite's Nest. Hades Gamma. We'll need to go back to Citadel, Meadows, Wasteland, Shrike Abyssal. Sigurd's Cable, right, okay. So let's do a few of these then. So let's do a bit of exploration first. Wrong button.
I found something.
Do, 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 do. What have we got here? Protein obelisk. Good.
Reapers eluded.
Get in and get that fuel. And run away.
Faster than light jump successful. Signal confirmed.
Zadaban. We have our credits recovered. Lovely. Always good to get some Wonga. Run away, run away, run away.
Evasion successful.
Okay, that's Venus Wasteland. Ah, wrong button again.
I found something.
Pietas. The Pietas is a combination of features that make terraform a possibility. The rights to the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 9 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonise the planet, Pietas will have evolved life of its own. Home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon, Pietas could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. The crust is high in silicons and carbon, allowing for the easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, other blah blah blah. Okay. $10,000 credits. Who leaves 10,000 credits just lying on a planet and oh dear.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
We got away. Right, we don't want to meet with diplomats just yet. Apian Crest is where the Turians are. That's only 80% because there's some fuel to pick up there which we'll save for when I'm running low. Prothean artifact we'll do later. Kite's Nest. Hades Gamma. Right, okay, so let's do Hades Gamma, Kite's Nest. Then we'll do Sigurd's Cradle. No. We'll do these two sort of exploration ones, and then yeah, okay, I know what we're doing.
Signal confirmed.
Another 10 grand, just lying on a planet's surface. How does one get a spaceship with a money scanner on it?
Evasion successful.
Where's the...
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
Wrong button again. I want to keep pressing X. I don't know why I press X, but I do.
I found something.
Oh, great. 3 Reapers right where I need to be.
Evasion successful.
This atmosphere of carbon dioxide is blown off by powerful solar winds from stars Farinata, scorching hot. Yeah, the planet's data networks note several ships have been spotted cruising near Juntama, with transponders turned off while Alliance Patrol attempted pursuit of one. The unidentified vessel routed to FTL. An Alliance frigate, always helpful. Run away, run away, run away.
Reapers eluded.
What the hell? No, no, no.
Signal confirmed.
Look how often people just leave 10 grand lying around on the planet. Only that was a thing.
Faster than light jump successful.
Do, 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 do. Where's all the money?
I found something.
Though it's one of the oldest entries in the star charts, Non-Nuel has not yet been fully mapped. Largest body in the asteroid belt with blue star pleasers. Not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxide venting from its many volcanoes in its atmosphere. Rapidly volcanic, the source of great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Non-Nuel is a secondary source of EZO, coalesced around a large chunk of EZO ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust, numerous magma flows, wide stretches of landscape because of slippery action, cinders ejected from the volcanoes.
Signal confirmed.
Trevin. Scarcity of water similar has prevented any development of the biosphere. The Exogeny Corps recently performed a test impact of a single water ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere and introduce water to the environment. First rain. Cool. Must have been a hell of a large comet if it if one of them gave it enough atmosphere for it to rain. Or enough water in the atmosphere for it to rain. There's so Kite's Nest.
I found something.
Look at that, got a twofer there. brutally hot, wet garden world covered with moulds and lichen. Many viruses and bacteria lethal to Batarian physiology. Yet Germany colonised Attica early in its expansion, but few of the colonists wanted to stay. The result was domination by a class of landed slave owners. A small cadre of well-paid engineers and skilled labourers kept the planet's mechs and infrastructure running.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel is good. Verush. Hydrogen helium gas giant. Moons are named after its. Named for an ancient Batarian monarch whose empire spanned centuries. Continents, not centuries. It's such a penchant for mating that 0.6% of modern Batarians claim to trace their lineage to him. Okay. Planet's moons are named after his many recognised wives. The largest Bira concealed Prothean runs that help the Batarians develop FTL travel. It's a Batarian point of pride that since the ruins were damaged by earthquakes, they had less information to go on than other spacefaring species. Oh, forgot to scan. Karshan, Batarian homeworld wrapped less in mystery than outright lies. Batarian propaganda claims the world has 15 billion inhabitants and an economy that rivals the Asari. Though the legal slave trade does boost the Batarians' profits somewhat, the Citadel sanctions have left a paper tiger an empire, one that fights rivals through deniable terrorist actions rather than the wars of its heyday centuries ago. Reapers will likely be the death blow to that empire. Almost no information has escaped Karshan since the Reapers destroyed the Conberries, but Batarian refugees say that resistance has created a bond among the commoners. If a new government can rise from the ashes, that bond may sustain a new Batarian society. Well, let's hope so. Because as always, any race that's popularly known as terrorists and thieves and criminals, and generalised as such, is clearly not. It's never that simple. So there will be good people among them, and if they were oppressed or enslaved or poorly ruled, this might be an opportunity for them to change that, which would be nice. Right, let's head back to the Citadel, catch up on people there, do a bit more exploration, then we'll do some missions, and come back again.
Transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am. Requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
How did she know that was me? The commander, you know. Anyway.
So, you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over?
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Yeah, sadly not. Nope. Don't know where that's going. Can't remember that one. Do 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 do.
Welcome. One moment.
No, did not mean to do that. Get too impatient double tapping things.
Now arriving at
Suppose we might as well
24.
have a look around here since we're here.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Wait, please. My family's on board. Just let them land. I'll pay.
This isn't about money. The wards are already at capacity for refugees. There's just no room.
You let Asari in here earlier.
That's back when we had space.
Where is my family supposed to go?
I don't know, all right. But they can't land here.
You can't turn people away.
Yes, we can.
Impossible to choose, isn't it? I mean...
Wait, please. My family's on board. Just let them land. I'll pay.
This isn't about money.
Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard. If that's what you think, I'll find them some room.
So my family can dock?
Commander Shepard says your family's cleared. Just tell them to hurry.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you so much.
See, you're stretching the resources now, so make sure you pay that forward. You know, be useful. Go and do something good.
Excuse me, what was your name again?
Victor.
Christophe Vasseur. Good to meet you. How long have you been here?
I don't know. I'm not in
I don't know how long it was since I escaped Lyon. Do you know Lyon?
No. Maintain, my brothers and sisters. We have faced adversity and overcome. This is but a test. Remember the pillars of strength that hold our people high.
I recovered your pillars of strength from the kite's nest. They're yours, waiting in Bay D-24.
Thank you. Right now.
There you go.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
Kai shock harpoon gun. No, we don't need that. Assault rifle piercing mod.
Defending the hegemony.
Yep, I'll take that.
Please observe all cast restrictions when making a purchase.
Shotgun high caliber barrel. Yes, we'll take that.
Stand strong for your people with
We
Batarian
won't
State
be
Arms.
taking Terminus armor. Increases accuracy by 30%. Yeah, we'll take that as well.
Defending the hegemony.
So for replay value, you know, this again, you don't really have the money. I find we don't have the money to buy everything. So what I do is I buy the things that I'm likely to use in repeat playthroughs as well as this playthrough. So while I'm probably only going to use assault rifles in this run, possibly some pistols, I'm going to look at buying mods for shotguns and other weapons I use, sniper rifles as well. And the reason for that is you can only get to level 5 on items you buy in the first game. In the first run through of Mass Effect 3, sorry. But if I repeat Mass Effect 3, so if I replay, do New Game Plus on this, then I can get levels 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of all the various weapons and mods. But you can't afford to buy them all. So, it's...
Let's check on those Metagel supplies. Yes, sir. And have we heard anything from the hospital? The surgeons there are all busy.
You are looking at VI
Keep
model
on it. Some of
1.7
these
EDB,
wounded don't
Commander
have much
Shepard.
time.
Please see a store clerk to unlock a demo of this model.
Right, that's a VI of
I have a
me.
copy of a Shepard VI.
Oh yeah, the The one based on that war hero?
I'm
We
standing
locked
right
it after
here.
some kid spilled soda over the hardware. I'll unlock it, but we've only got the demo version working.
Good to meet you. I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy. Extranet says you're Alliance military. Take care of yourself out there, officer. There's nothing this galaxy can't beat if we all work together. Except the Reapers. Ever see the size of one of those things? My personality matrix can predict what the real Commander Shepard would say with 7% accuracy.
7%, huh?
Come pre-installed with an SSV Normandy flight sim. Got any pets? You look like a Varen person.
True.
Always nice to see you. Hey again. Anyone ever tell you you're one hell of a looker, soldier? Don't be a stranger.
I don't really sound like that, do I?
Hey, Garrus.
Shepard.
What's happening?
We convinced the Council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Casualties are that high?
Our frontline units are being wiped out, whole platoons at a time. A single Reaper can destroy 9 or 10 of them in one attack.
That's not war. It's slaughter.
They're called Reapers for a reason. And these guys found out why.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... Sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
I won't lie. It's been rough.
Well, don't forget to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
There is indeed. There is indeed. Right. Done this area for a little while.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Let's listen to another section of the tip tree conversation. Then head over to the embassies and hand over the
Now arriving at
obelisk.
Memorial Hospital.
We're at this little farm. We'd killed a few enemy scouts, and it's quiet. The shuttle gets called away for support, so I'm there for the night. The humans get me dinner, show me around. One of them, this freckled farm girl, maybe 15. She wants to hear all about what it's like to be a commando.
You were probably the most exciting thing ever to land at her farm.
Yeah. She's saying she wants to be a pilot, and I say that life on a ship is grimy.
15-year-old
She asks
girl
if I'd like to use their shower.
wants to be a
Going by
pilot
my
in tip
records,
tree.
You'd been on active duty for more than 3 weeks. Probably no real chance to get clean in all that time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, I know your stock of modified metagel is low, but... No, you don't understand. This isn't for... Listen, I am a surgeon at Puerto Memorial on the Citadel. We have several alien patients here at this time, and we need... No, regular metagel won't work. We need the modified version for better absorption rates.
Thane!
When I heard Earth was under attack, I tried to call. I never got through.
Thane, good to see you staying in shape.
My disease kills slowly. With enough care and a healthy lifestyle, it can be delayed for a few years. Of course, my allotted time has come and gone. Now I exercise because it pleases me. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend, Caden. He got hurt protecting me.
The human biotic in intensive care. I saw the marks of an implant.
Yeah.
We have spoken. He seems an honorable sort. Your enemies may try to finish him off here. I will look out for him.
That means a lot from you,
Appreciate it,
buddy.
Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous.
Thane, you're so awesome. I like you.
Cripples syndrome has put most of my other plans on hold.
One of my favourites.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
I am at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's free.
Breaking the odds there, buddy.
Requirements placed on me. No responsibilities. No fears. It is a good end to a life.
Are you in a lot of pain?
At times. The oxygen transfer proteins don't form correctly. Your human equivalent would be hemoglobin. As a result, my blood is low in oxygen. No matter how much I breathe in, I get tingling, numbness, and that is the best of it. As for my brain, I cannot track the damage. I just experience dizziness from time to time.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly.
Good to hear.
Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard.
So I'm in the shower with hot water and everything. And that's when they
Naira was another huntress on your ship?
Yeah, a friend. I wanted it to be more than that, but she had a medical condition.
It's okay. It's in the file.
The farm girl calls into me that another Asari is here. I thought the shuttle had gotten back early. I come out in a towel and Naira walks through the door.
Completely tasteless.
But it wasn't her.
Not
anymore.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the BI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
But yeah.
Can't remember his own name without the BI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
Well, so they're wheeling someone around with a VI that tells them
5
Jesus.
justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke
I
2
don't
years
know,
ago,
or
ma'am.
really care.
I think you
What,
meant to say
what,
the man was dead for an hour
I want
and
to
a half
support the
and his political
receptionist
enemies
only
piled on
because
enough
changing the name
propaganda
of a
to get the
hospital
hospital name changed.
is going to cause all kinds of headaches and pain and money, and there's no point.
Having a VI drive your body isn't life. Are Reaper husks alive?
You did not just say that.
But it's the same thing, isn't it? He walks and makes noises just like they do.
Fine. I guess I'm just surrounded
She's got
by
this
zombies.
Thanks.
glow.
Took her long enough to get the
And
hint.
the Reapers. They did to her what they do to everyone. She's covered in... I don't know. Glowing. She reaches out. Her eyes go black. And she touches one of the farmers and he just... dies. They panic. She
Banshee.
rips them apart. Sometimes touching, sometimes opening them up with biotics. The humans are turning into... liquid. And I'm there, in my towel with no gun. And husks start pouring through the door.
Goddess.
So I ran.
Da, da, da. Okay. So we've got a Sari commando running around naked with a towel, no gun. Her partner, Niara, is now reaper-fied and coming after killing everyone. And you've got a 15-year-old girl who wants to be a pilot. All in the colony of Tiptree.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
I think I recovered the obelisk you mentioned from the Shrike Abyssal. It's waiting in Bay D-24.
Yes, I have spoken to you before. I fully understand the situation. Of course, I read through the names of the dead every day, but... Please, please, a few more minutes of searching could mean a lifetime of peace for my family.
Someone in your family is MIA?
My son, Bilal. And bureaucratic compassion seems to be in short supply.
Yeah, I imagine it is. Bureaucrats.
I am Ambassador Dominic Osoba. My son's squad returned from their mission on Benning without him. I found them drinking, but they won't even look me in the eye. I can offer a bounty for any information. If Bilal's alive, we want him home. If he's dead, then we can begin to mourn him.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Either way, you will set my mind at ease.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Good morning. Oh, hello, ma'am.
Ma'am? We've had this discussion, young lady. You're to call me Teresa. My son didn't have the chance to marry you because of this damn war. But you're still family in my book. Nothing will ever change that.
Of course, Teresa.
I'll come back later during your break if you want. Treat you to lunch. What do you say?
I would love that, Teresa. Thank you.
Okay. What do we have here then? We have a Spectre.
Commander Shepard.
John
John
Dunbar.
Dunbar, Special Tactics and Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials may be indoctrinated.
That's a damning accusation. What have you got?
Evidence of an Alliance Black Ops team raiding a Batarian research station. The Batarians were studying Reaper technology.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
It was an anonymous gift, but I believe it came from a thief named Kasumi Goto. I've been after her for years.
Kasumi? You're hunting a thief?
A master thief. Her intelligence and skill are almost Solarian.
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the Spectre who's chasing her down.
I only need her data. I admire her personally. And since she sent me this, I assume her feelings are mutual.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go to ground if I make a formal inquiry.
So we're hunting?
Oh, let's go
I'm
hunting.
tracking suspicious transmissions to the Hanar homeworld. I could use your help.
Let me see what I can dig up at the Spectre office.
Thanks, Shepard. And for the record, not everyone doubted your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
So, remember when you helped me get KG's grey box from Donovan Hogg?
You're not a
The one
Spectre.
with
You're not allowed in
information
here.
that could start a war.
Information like an Alliance Black Ops raid on a Batarian research lab?
I figured it wouldn't hurt to leak it now. Especially if there really is an indoctrinated jellyfish out there. Crazier than usual. If you don't mind me tagging along cloaked, maybe I can help you dig up some dirt on the Hanar.
I'd appreciate it.
Still wearing your cool outfit then. Kasumi. And your magic stealth tech. Can't afford any of this. Well, probably can now, can't we? But do we want any of it? No. 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 Maybe at some point, but I can't afford it. No. No. Actually, there's no reason to have that when you can have that. Which is just a killer. That is just brilliant. Normandy engineers surrendered peacefully before Normandy was turned over to the Alliance, but maintained they were motivated purely to help fight collectors and reapers and had no other connection to the terrorist organisation. Well, isn't it shocking that everyone else got away with it, but Daniels and Donnelly are still under arrest? Yeah, obviously we're going to be authorising that. And we'll enable tracking.
Shepard, I'm checking security reports. Can you track the transfers coming from the Hanar embassy? On it.
Bao's got a good plan. Hanar are predictable. Anything suspicious in their terminal use should narrow down our list of suspects.
So you approve of Bao?
Absolutely. He's a good Spectre. The galaxy needs more like him.
And the fact that he's trying to arrest you?
Well, nobody's perfect.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Panama. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet.
Bao, I have some possible hits. Got some strange money transfers on Bologna. And
Docks holding area.
Loon is sending a lot of data.
Balloon's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress.
Welcome,
Sure
Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
See, these missions are nice. They give you little war assets, but they also allow you to overhear more of these conversations.
Loon's doing some heavy lobbying for the Hanar to support the war effort.
So he's clearly not indoctrinated. Who's opposing him?
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Kaje. I'll check transit records for incoming Hanar.
It all comes down to the war, and you trying to pull everyone into it.
Would you rather the Reapers win?
I'd rather spend whatever time I have left with KG.
KG is dead.
KG wouldn't want you to spend all your time plugged into that thing.
Well, he shouldn't have died then.
Lyon is on Earth, a beautiful city. You should visit. I was on my boat when, boom, the sky went black, dust and ash. A giant metal wall rushed down. I fell into the river.
You humans ever stop talking?
When I climbed out, I heard screaming. The metal wall started to move and I realized it was a leg. Only one of the Reaper's legs.
Well, that would ruin your fishing now, wouldn't it?
I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, Bao. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
So how's the rest of the gang? Met up with anybody else?
Garrus is helping out on the Normandy.
He never could pass up a good fight. What about Jacob?
Haven't heard from him.
Bloody Jacob.
Jacob could have gotten me back onto the Normandy.
I thought you were happy with your memories of KG.
Hey, I'm nostalgic, not dead.
Bao, here's the correspondence.
I've got it. A recent arrival. Zemandis. Soul name regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the Batarians. He's been on special research assignment ever since.
So, he got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Looks that way. I'm sending you the nav point for his office. I'll meet you there.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Right, let's go deal with this indoctrinated Hanar then.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Zemandis, or should I say, regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair?
It seems this one has been apprehended, but confinement is irrelevant. The work of the Enkindlers cannot be stopped.
Why are you trying to help the Reapers?
We obtained information regarding the Enkindlers from classified sources.
The Enkindlers? You mean the Protheans?
Yes. As you are aware, Commander Shepard, the Protheans eventually became the Collectors, and the Collectors served the Reapers.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Therefore, as a faithful servant of the Enkindlers, we too must serve the Reapers.
You big stupid jellyfish.
You know, I suppose it's just freedom for all species, but that's just crazy.
Yeah, kind of is a bit.
Your skepticism does not matter. When the Enkindlers uplift us as their chosen sapients, the galaxy will bear witness.
You're insane, and we can't allow you to endanger your planet. We are taking you into custody.
Your belief in your victory is mistaken. Our planetary defense network is largely automated. It can be disabled with a single virus, which I have just uploaded.
Damn it. Wait. A virus would be detected unless sent on low-priority channels, which have a time lag. I may be able to block the upload.
You may be delayed.
Help him! I'll handle this!
Whack.
Got it. Upload's disabled. Looks like we're in the... Wait. He's got some kind of failsafe. Get down!
She was here the entire time.
She was an old friend.
I intended to arrest her.
She helped me take down the Collectors, and she just gave her life to save the Hanar homeworld.
Point taken. It was an honor to work with you, Shepard. When the time comes, I'll be there to return the favor. With a few friends.
Thanks, pal. Come on out.
You can come out now.
How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
There's no way you're recruiting me to fight in a galactic war.
Come on.
The Crucible Project needs technical experts.
I'm not a scientist.
No, but you're the best thief in the galaxy, and you can hack unfamiliar technology better than anyone. They could use your help. And think of it, all that expensive tech just lying around. It's not like they're gonna check your pockets at the end of the project.
You say the nicest things. All right. I'm in. And Shep. Nice working with you again.
Cassini.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please, for one moment, please.
Do 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 do. So I don't know, sometimes this stuff can seem a little slow, but I think one of the best bits about this game are the little humanizing stories that you can pick up as you go around these areas.
Can I ask, where were you when the Reapers...
Would you shut up?
I'm sorry?
I don't want to hear it. You humans think you had it rough? You know what happened on Karshan?
My apologies. I thought, since your homeworld...
Stop! Just stop!
Hmm. Do 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 do. Doesn't seem like Apoterian wants to talk, does it?
Commander Shepard. Please select one moment, please.
Well, we can hear the next bit of Tiptree story and have a word with Caden.
Now
out of that farm and into the hills. I pulled the farm girl after me. All I wanted to do was just live through the night.
Nobody else could have done more.
But morning came and no shuttle. Afternoon and then night, and I'm hiding from husks and those Turian things.
The file says the evacuation team thought your position was overrun.
So after 2 days, I still don't have a gun, because those Turian things, you can't use theirs. I realize that shuttle isn't coming, not unless I get back to the farm and my radio.
And the farm girl?
She was with me. Even killed a few husks. With a stick.
Hillary's a badass.
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
How is Caden doing?
Stable. There's no evidence of cognitive impairment from the concussion, but multiple shoulder fractures are still on the mend. Bed rest under observation is all that's needed now. I'm sure a visit would be welcomed.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
Yeah, nice one, Doc.
Yes, I am trying to place a call to Versus County. They have biotic amp interfaces I may be able to adapt for Asari use.
Interesting.
Won't connect. It says the station's communication system is offline.
Don't you worry, lady. We'll be going to Grissom soon.
Listen to me, those prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers. I know the Ismar frontier isn't safe.
Interesting.
Yes.
So it's easy to miss these little things. You can...
This project accomplishes nothing. Thank you very much.
You can replace my leg, right?
Yes, but clone tissue replacement takes months. You'll need a prosthetic.
Oh no.
I highly recommend talking to our resident psychiatrist before the operation.
Interesting. Alright, let's go talk to Kate.
I'd like an answer, Major. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
You'll have it soon, Counselor. I promise.
I look forward to it.
Caden?
Shepard.
You look like shit.
Udina?
Not as bad as Udina, though.
Shepard,
But then that's just because he's a
you just
politician.
missed snack time. Actually, that's probably a good thing. Thanks for coming.
No problem. What did Udina want? Still thinking about the Spectre position?
It was a big honor. A huge responsibility. Just need to be
Oh,
sure.
bugger, did I not buy his whiskey? Oh, I did buy his
I
whiskey.
got you this.
Wow, thanks, Shepard. That's really great.
Just a little pick-me-up.
Maybe when I'm out, we can crack it open and celebrate. I am so ready to get out of here, Shepard. You can't tell, but I'm tied to this bed by medical red tape. I mean, Doc says I'm good to go, but then she always finds just one more test to run.
You doing okay?
My implant got a little rattled, so Doc just wants me to keep the biotics offline for a bit. It's really no big deal.
Need me to break you out?
I'll let you know.
I'm glad you asked me to come. It's good to see you're gonna be okay.
Thanks.
You almost died on my watch. It was horrible to see.
I want you to be straight with me then. So I just want to make sure, after Mars, after Horizon, you and me, we're good.
We've been through hell together, at each other's backs. That kind of bond is hard to break.
No, not just that. You were my commander, sure, but you listened, too. We went through Ash's death together.
Yeah. We did.
So what do you say? Are we good?
We're good if you can stop accusing me of being a Cerberus robot.
We're
No
good.
offense, Edie.
It was great to have you back on the Normandy.
Thanks.
Feel like we've cleared the air?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure that I've been wrong about Cerberus, but I've been wrong about you. I should let you get back to the Normandy. Wish I could come with you.
Take care of yourself, Caden. We need you at 100%.
Will do. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
So you went back to the farm.
We snuck down the hill. We were hungry, filthy. They turned the towel into a kind of tunic. They cleaned up the bodies to make more husks, I figured. But there were still farmers alive. They were being held prisoner. And Naira was there, directing the other forces. I could see her. I got within 10 meters of her. If I just had my gun.
What happened next?
I got to the prisoners. The farm girl unlocked their restraints, and that's when they all started screaming.
Indoctrinated prisoners. It's not good, is it?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay.
Oh, I've come to the wrong place. Listen to another bit of this Batarian conversation, then we'll.
A ship.
Weather satellite. They're getting weird readings. I'm network admin, so I went up to check the hardware. I'm unscrewing the panel and the radio goes quiet. Then I noticed these red dots like our shot. Thought I'd just stared into the sun. Then I saw the smoke. Reaper ships.
Bastards.
Hmm.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Right, Purgatory, Presidium, then a few missions. Little side missions, nothing too serious.
I know people are complaining. We're doing what we can with what we've got here, but let me finish. Our power grid can only handle so much power before it shuts down.
Power grid, huh?
Damn it, morale is pitiful. The troops need something to bring back.
Commander Shepard, maybe I can help. The banner of the 1st Regiment is waiting for you at Bay D-24.
Banner of Commander Shepard. I owe you a drink. Thank you. We'll hold that banner proudly as we take it.
James.
Hey, Commander. Nice to see you down here in the dirt with us grunts.
You think I don't like getting dirty?
Oh, now, come on. I didn't mean anything by it, Lola.
Uh-huh. What did you mean then?
See those Marines over there? None of them officers, just soldiers fighting the war.
Yeah?
They've been buying me drinks all night. You know why? Same reason they got all quiet and serious when you walked in.
You don't seem intimidated by me in the least. In fact, you could use a little more deference.
Sure, but I've fought with you. I've seen you in action. Now, don't get me wrong, you're good. Probably one of the best.
Probably.
And you fill out a uniform like nobody's business. Just saying. But I know you're human. Just like me.
But not them.
Nope. Hell, I still remember the day they made you the first human Spectre. I watched it on the vids, just like all of them. But to them, you're still larger than life.
I've seen a hell of a lot, but I'm still just a soldier. I'm still one of them.
Sure, but they don't know you. They just know what they've been told. Listen, you want them to see you're one of us, right?
Maybe.
Then buy them around.
Sure,
I like the way you think,
why not?
Lieutenant.
Buy him a drink. Not really sure that's how you gain
The commander
popularity,
would like
but
you to have a drink. On her. So here's to us.
Who's like us?
damn few.
Damn few. And they're all dead.
It's an honor meeting you, Commander.
Thanks, but we're all in this together. Every one of us has a part to play.
True enough. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad, Lola. I was hoping you'd know that one.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the drink.
Not sure why we're buying him a drink. He already has a lack of deference. Yeah, we're not going to be dancing anytime soon. Shepard is best off not dancing.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari counselor.
Greetings, Arya. Is there something you need?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
Of course you are. Done. What else can I do for you?
Nothing. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Guess there's one rule on the Citadel.
Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickeningly uptight.
Then why are you here?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. He will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
You say that, but you're never going to go after him, are you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
At least you escaped to fight another day.
And that day is coming. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all 3 groups. I just need you to close the deals.
If they'll fight Reapers, I'll take them.
Now that's a bottom line I can respect. Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Cerberus, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
Yeah. Well, we'll get Arya's group of mercenary army together later. Let's...
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Last little bit, and then we'll last little bits of the story, and then we'll do some combat, which is probably what you're all here for. I love these little stories, though. Maybe I'm the only one, and you guys are all bored, but they're kind of what make the game special.
I hope you find her.
Thanks. So, what are you going to do?
Get drunk, sign up with the Alliance, ask them for the biggest gun I can carry.
Nail a few Reapers for me.
Right between the eyes, my friend.
See? It's nice to see people put their differences aside and, you know. Right, once the hospital, then the Presidium, and then we're done. Well done, we're about an hour in. Spent about half an hour
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial
exploring the galaxy and then half an hour doing the citadel.
Prisoners were indoctrinated.
You think?
And once the alarm was sounded,
Naira's eyes were black. The whole time, not just for a second. I could feel her mind from where I was standing. The humans were in the way, attacking us. I used my biotics, flung them around. I'd been horrified when Naira tore the farmers apart, but goddess, I ripped them in half. And it felt good.
there's nothing shameful about feeling an adrenaline rush during battle.
I might have killed more than Naira and those husks did. She wanted them alive, to turn them, and I...
And you survived.
A little more to that story to come, but
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
let's get out and do some missions. We'll go to the Presidium Commons later.
Now arriving at docking
Could spend a lot of time running around this citadel, picking up on these little stories. It's one of the best things about the game, to be honest, in my view, is these little side stories and little nuggets of lore and humanity kicking around us. It's nice. But we've got a job to do. First up, Scouts Corridor. First of the N7 missions.
I found something.
Watson. Spectacular ties brought on by a large moon and a bureaucratic snafu that Earth nations got to settle the world first. Whoops. Come on. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Wasted it. Oh well.
Evasion successful.
It's annoying that you can, you know, you can't look at those things and not pick up the
Signal confirmed.
fuel. Well, you can't like save it for later on, unless you don't explore it. So what do we have here? We've got Garrus with concussive shot overload. So Garrus's powers, he can detonate a tech explosion if I've primed them with overload with concussive shot, and he can detonate a fire combo if I've incinerated them with overload. Similarly, if he's overloaded them, I can hit him with incinerate to detonate his combos. And similarly, if I upgrade to use sabotage, then we can both trigger that with overload or concussive shot or incinerate. So he's actually a pretty good option. Plus, he is an absolute killer with weapons damage, so I'm pretty tempted to take him. Edie, overload and incinerate. She's kind of a copy of me, so she can trigger my. Yeah, we can prime and detonate each other's combos, but it doesn't really add a lot to the team on that regard. Whereas Liara's warp and yeah, Liara and Garrus are a good option. I think they're good because Liara's good at crowd control, and Garrus and I can do all the damage. Didn't change the weapons at all. Yeah. Okay. I'm still going to be resetting Shepard's powers, I think.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
Probably not.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
What are you going to do with them? They keep indoctrinating people. Yeah, well.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
I'm on it.
Garrus, you're a badass. I love it. He's an absolute killer with those sniper rifles. And that's with a bog standard, straight out of the box sniper rifle.
Will only lead to metagel advances for Hanar. Only Cerberus would call that a failure.
It appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature is new to me.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad.
Citadel. Finally here, troops are really intense, no one smiles ever, and suicide on capture orders, seriously? They're called training integration. I start being integrated tomorrow, can't wait. Okay.
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
Come on, can't see a damn thing. Okay.
Understood.
Must be Reaper. My brain hurts.
Understood.
Yes, Shep.
Second sample secured. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Had to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that. Make it 4. We'll rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like being stranded.
Never said it would be easy.
We're fine. Garrus.
Right away.
Garrus, get under cover. Oh, you know what? Fine, don't.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I'm with you.
Come on, team. Stay sharp. Let's deal with these guys.
I'm on it.
Will do.
Understood.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time to show your risky.
Lieutenant!
There goes the easy route.
Just reload and keep fighting.
Got it.
Come on, get your head up.
Cortez, do you copy?
Yeah, seriously, Cortez.
He'll make it. Just keep this landing pad clear.
Oh shit. Would quite like to avoid.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
No.
We're at the extraction point, ready for pickup.
Almost there.
Look, I'm very clearly at the shuttle. Thank you. Anyway. There we go. That was frustrating.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Let's check out our war assets then. So, Alien, Terminus Fleet, Pirates and things. We've got a few Spectres led by John Bell. And we've got some Hanar, which is nice, and Drum. Alright, Bridge Burners, we've got some Combat Engineers. And we've got the Agincourt. Ooh. What else we got? Oh yeah, got Cassini. Javelin missile launchers for the Crucible. And we have some Cerberus data. Sweet. Okay.
Did you see the citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Commander, you may want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory.
Guess we better do that then.
I'm coming to get you. Don't you dare. They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking with him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here. Anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last Cerberus raid.
Just glad we made it.
Hello, Commander.
While we're here, we'll say hello to Doggy. Hey, Doggy.
Dog.
What have you got to say, James?
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted. Even more distracted.
Nice try.
Sorry, Lola.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Okay, so Miranda Lawson. We'll definitely want to hear that. Meet me on the Citadel. I heard about your stay with the Alliance. Can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. Meet your D24. Good, fine, can do that. Come by if you're on the Citadel Cater. Right, we'll do one more mission, I think, before we do that, right? Can't remember what's left to do, or maybe it's worth swinging by the Citadel doing that and then doing a mission. What do we have? So Sigurd's Cradle's done. Okay, we can do this and get Javik from Ashes without advancing the story because it was DLC. Then we'll head to Citadel. Then we'll do Gresham Academy.
I found something.
Whoa. You found something, alright. Got everything in one go. Or did we? 2040's not quite. Compositionally similar to Earth, over 4 AU from Asgard. I guess possesses an atmosphere primarily of nitrogen and ether. Potential target for terraform, the proximity of the shirt sleeves habitable terra nova, relegated tier to a support row. 100% corporations, human and alien, teleoperated mining, refining corporations. Okay. Naval exploration flotilla. Tidy.
Reapers eluded.
Loki. This will be a bit tight to get away from the Reaper. Hopefully I'll manage it.
Faster than light.
Just
Jump
about.
Successful. Signal confirmed.
Okay, before we do Eden Prime, we do need to get some upgrades. Because we got two upgrades to get from Shadow Broker's console
You're
here.
positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Leona. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Weapon upgrade kit. So, thermal clip capacity or weapon damage. Yeah, I'll have damage. And remains of a Reaper destroyer. To avoid the risk of indoctrination, remote drones have been sent to recover the salvaged remains of a Reaper destroyer. Drones can dig on under the outer hull, scanning circuit technology that will speed the increase the speed that tech, biotic, and combat abilities can be fired. Alternatively, discount power recharge speed all the way. It's Kasumi getting up to stuff. Now, do you remember in Mass Effect 2 a passing comment from Morden Solus about how cyanide capsule in the teeth are inefficient? Ocular flashbang would be better, more efficient. Seems like they were listening. Ocular flashbang. Cerberus, so messed up.
It's good to see you.
Greetings, Commander.
Looks like you've settled in, Garrus.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them.
We certainly will, buddy.
Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
Piss poor.
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec, An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning
That's not a
your
good thing to
every
have learned as a
word, whole
cop, is it?
civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
Turian way sounds a bit like a Pyrrhic victory to me, but...
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What'd you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Sure it did, buddy.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of secession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now,
Garrus should definitely be ruler of the...
It's damn good to have you back.
The Turians.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
I should get myself a bonus power as well, but I don't know what one I want. I don't think I want fortification. Do I want armor-piercing ammo? Maybe. An ammo power is nice. It's partly why I'm hanging on for respecking Shepard as well, is I'm still getting a hang of being an engineer and I don't want to waste it, you know. So the more fights I do, the more missions I complete, the better I know how I want to play and what powers I'm using and not using. Any tips, you know, by all means, whack it down in the comments. Types of aim, increased damage, yes, I think so. That's the other problem. I keep forgetting to use some of my powers. Like, I've got this sentry turret. I keep meaning to try it out, and I keep forgetting. Anyway, let's get down there. Eden Prime, where it all began.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes.
That is a
Now,
proper
Cerberus
badass
here.
outfit,
Eden
Garrus.
Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember the reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
You always did prefer a straight-up fight.
And you're always good at helping me find them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Eden Prime looks a lot greener this time. Like last time it was just brown.
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
It survived Saren. It can survive this.
They rebuilt Mendoir. It wasn't the same.
It never is.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
A bit. But at least you're catching on these days.
Processing update. More able-bodied men and women from pacified neighbourhoods. Colonists have generally accepted the story we've gone to perform tedious but manual labour in a Cerberus research camp. And when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the storage as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate. Well, Cerberus up to their usual
The
tricks.
Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Do it.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Like the Collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power.
Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us.
Okay.
Think of what we could learn.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can
He's
help.
gonna be
If
messed
this
up.
single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor.
Maybe.
Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
There they are.
Right, team. Drop them. Oh, his nemesis are lethal with a sniper rifle.
All right, let's get moving before more of them come back.
Okay. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We pulled most of our troops from the north neighbourhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighbourhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in the area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Go get them. Good shot, Garrus, as always.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Good, good. Open sesame. Lovely. God damn those collectors.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Eek. Fraddled him.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video, and how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
But we access that memory and the cipher using Liara's, crazy brain melding thing. So you'd think she'd have it too, right? Already been here, haven't we? Oh no. Resistance information update. In price resistance meant we can expect an attack on our security centre between 2200 and 2300 tomorrow night. Pulling in forces, destroy their leadership. Allow Dr. William Cambiata to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information. The locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. We might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards again.
Understood!
Honestly, the smoke grenades are such a pain in the backside. There we go.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Do.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Collectors.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
Right then. Anything in here worth picking up? Some ammunition, that always helps. Yara, what were you thinking? Well, we did okay there, but still. Can't believe Liara basically just charged a couple of Cerberus turrets. And that's just not smart.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
ammunition, we will be needing that. So my tactic's a little cowardly here.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect.
I basically
It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
hide up here.
Heavy Cerberus forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
Right away.
Right away!
It's quite safe up here if people do what they're told. But Liara didn't.
Here they come.
Oh shit.
Understood.
You both up here. Where is Liara? Liara, get up here, will you? So yeah, I know it's a little cowardly to stay up here, but
I'm on it.
okay, where's everyone else then?
I'm on it.
Looks like we got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Right. Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I
Yeah,
can
we're
lay
all
down a
stocked.
singularity to block enemy access.
I think we should be due an atlas, shouldn't we? Yes.
Heavy mech, don't
There
let
we
it
go.
get close.
This hasn't gone quite as well as it usually does. Come on, die. Ooh. It's a good little vantage point up here, although you can be flanked if you're not careful.
You can open the life pod now.
And there we go. Let's get over there before someone decides to drop another atlas, eh?
There, you've got it. Goddess.
It's a bit frosty.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused.
Yeah, it would kind of suck to come back 50,000 years
Remember,
after the
it's been
day.
50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately.
Pretty decent batteries the last 50,000 years, though. I mean, you don't get that out of Duracell double O's, do you?
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Well. Our very own Prothean.
A living Prothean?
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
He's not new though, is he? He is really
But he's
old.
not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost.
That's a lot of blood.
Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
Honor itself doesn't matter. But your way of fighting the war
We
didn't
found
work
this
either,
at the dig
Jeremy.
site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters.
It certainly does.
Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, A form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
At least they didn't have the problem of everyone just not believing the Reapers were coming.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think. What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I think that's got to be a positive thing if you've got multiple species that cooperate, and that is the problem. Right at the moment, they don't really cooperate, but if they can cooperate, you have different technologies, everyone complements each other's weaknesses and covers for their strengths. Sorry, the other way around. Complements their strengths and covers their weaknesses.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved?
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here. For me, it was only yesterday. Our empire spanned the galaxy. Now we are only a myth. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Indeed you do, Javik. Indeed you do.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, here we go.
I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells. And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are, Kenneth. Commander, thank you.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Commander.
Oh.
I'm glad the commander didn't forget about us down here.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
Yeah, I always come visit you two. Well, mainly Gabby. Donnelly, you're a bit of an idiot. But an amusing idiot. And a well-meaning one. Right.
I've got new messages, Commander.
Cool. I think that's time. Time we called it a night for today. Do please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. You know, if you're not interested in these stories and things that I'm picking up and all the extra content, I mean, I will largely do them anyway because I try to do everything to 100%, but there are stories a bit like that Tiptree one and that don't really contribute anything to the story. They're just nice little side stories and touches of humanity that I personally quite like. If you're not interested, maybe we can we can skip it, but I think it's nice to see as much as you can of the game. So I think I'll be going through most of them at least. But yeah, join us for the next part, and remember to hit the bell icon to be notified of our next installment. Have a good weekend, and see you next time.